Hey guys, how's it going? I want to share some books with you, some stuff that I've gotten recently and stuff, just to share it, and because I'm really grateful. Um, Around Christmas time, sister got this for me, the 1611 King James Version Bible. It was a set with the New King James as well. They're really nice. And recently, a brother sent me some of this stuff. He sent me some of these gospel tracts from Ray Comfort from Living Waters. They're like $1 million bills. And they have the gospel on the back of them. And so it gave me 100 of these, and I've handed some of them out, and I'm going to keep handing them out. And over the summer, I'll get them all handed out eventually. Along with my own gospel tracts or something I'll probably make too, but anyways, there's a lot of them, and I got a lot of them in my wallet. They're like the exact size and shape of a dollar in America, so they really look like money. I mean, with this blue strip and everything, but I'm really grateful for that. Anyways, I got these, and this came with it. Kind of going over the gospel, quick reference card. Would you consider yourself to be a good person? Do you think you have kept the Ten Commandments? If God were to judge you by the Ten Commandments, do you think you would be innocent or guilty? And do you think you would go to heaven or hell? So that's basically how Ray Comfort goes over the gospel really quick. And he gave me a couple of these bookmarks. I'm using one of them, but they're from the Trinitarian Bible Society. I guess he said this is a big King James Bible ministry in England. I don't know why the focus is off on this thing. I'm trying to get it. It was focused earlier. Now it's not wanting to focus at all. Huh. Oh well, anyways. This one's got the fruit of the Spirit on it. These are really nice. I don't know what in the world's going on with the focus. He also gave me this Ray Comfort book, World Religions in a Nutshell, and it's really awesome, very concise. It goes over Islam and Judaism and different religions and how they should be approached. An easy way to approach them with the gospel. Basically what they believe in a nutshell, like it says. And he gave me this, Michael Brown, Hyper Grace, kind of going against easy believism, in a way, from a different perspective than I've seen it before. So I was very interested in this. Of course, I said that I had some issues with Michael Brown, but I have issues with a lot of people. So, but then he also sent me this, and I'm going to set all this stuff aside for a minute. He just sent me this King James Note Taker's Bible from the local church publishers. They only do King James Bibles, and I've seen these. A lot of people have probably seen these. If you're a King James Bible believer, how they have this area for notes on every page. So if you like to write in the Bible, it gives you plenty of space to write in, and it's really, really nice. I don't know what the cover's made out of, iron calfskin or something, and this is a very, very nice Bible. So I definitely want to put that to use. And I told him that, I'm working on full Bible commentary on the website, and maybe I'll transfer those things onto here. I'm not sure what I'll be writing in here. Right off the bat, I'll probably put some consideration into it. Once you write stuff down, it's there. But, it has maps and stuff in the back and other things. So it's just a really nice Bible. I'm really grateful for it. And I was thinking, when I've looked at Bibles and stuff, if there was any Bibles that I would have ever wanted besides the one that I have, these would be it. Like an original 1611 King James and this Note Taker's Bible from the local church publishers. It always looked really interesting. And a lot of people in the King James Bible community, they always speak highly of the local church publishers. But I'm just so grateful that his brothers and sisters have donated these to me, and this is more than I could ever ask for, and I couldn't think of any other Bibles that I would even want. But, of course I have my Bible, that's my baby. This is one I want to keep forever, and I've highlighted all the talking parts in here, all the dialogues highlighted, and different things are highlighted. And, I've already marked in here, and I've made errors in here and stuff a lot, but I want to keep this as in good condition as I can for as long as I can. But this is definitely one that I don't even really want to leave home a lot. But this one I'll probably use more when I'm going more into the authority of the King James Bible and the history of it and stuff. This will be very helpful for that. And this, just for having the full Bible commentary. And I might be more willing to take this around and, and keep this one at home that my mom gave me. But I wanted to share that. I'm just really grateful for all these books and all these gifts and these donations and your comments and all the support that I've had over the last couple of years. I really appreciate it. And I want to mention just some other books. I actually bought quite a few more books after I worked for UPS this year. I showed some as I was buying them, but there's some I didn't show, and I'm not going to go over them all right now. But I wanted to make some notes. I talked about that Hyper Grace book from Michael Brown and how it refutes easy believism, and I'm really against that. And I've been into John MacArthur's books, and I've got quite a collection. I might get some more, but I got Charismatic Chaos from John MacArthur. That's one of his original really popular ones because it talks about the Pentecostal charismatic movement. So I was really interested in that. But I'm signed up to his ministry, and I get free books. all I have to do is say that I want. They'll ask me if I want this free book or this free CD or whatever, and you check yes, and you can just send it back with the stamp. You don't have to send a donation or anything, and they'll give out free stuff. And I've got a bunch of free books here. Basically, this whole pile right here, these are all free. Parables of John MacArthur, and Remember and Return. It's like a daily devotional thing, None Other, and The Gospel According to Paul, which is a brand new one. And I was really surprised. I got all these gospel ones teach lordship salvation, pretty much refuting easy believism. So I got The Gospel According to the Apostles, The Gospel According to Jesus, which was one of the first ones, also one of his best-selling books probably, and Hard to Believe. So The Gospel According to the Apostles, The Gospel According to Jesus, and Hard to Believe. And now he just came out with The Gospel According to Paul. And I saw this on Amazon, and I was like, ooh, I'd like to have that just to have, all of them. See what he says about this. And it wasn't out yet, and it was going to be like $15 or something. And I got these other free books from him that I showed. And I was like, there's probably no way that he's going to send that one out for free. You'll have to pay for that one or whatever. But no, I got it in the letter. It said, do you want the Gospel of Paul sent to you? And I was like, yeah, I do. And so I got it. So that's pretty cool, at least that, even though he's a Calvinist, and I definitely disagree with that and have a lot of problems with that. That's kind of the bonus of getting these books too, is because, he does good at refuting easy believism and teaching basically biblical salvation besides his Calvinist stuff that's added to it. And so I can use this also to study Calvinism in a way. But anyways, if you want some free books, then sign up to his ministry. Because whenever he comes out with a new one, he'll send it out for free. If you're living in America, I guess. I don't know if he does it outside of America or not. And speaking of Calvinism, these are some of the books that I've had. R.C. Sproul, he's a Calvinist. What is Reformed Theology? And I actually have his Reformation Study Bible with all of his commentary. So this is a great tool. It's a New King James Version. This is a great tool to look at Calvinist commentaries from their point of view, and I have a lot of pages marked, so I've been using this to study Calvinism too. But I've kind of put Calvinism aside for studying, the doctrine of Jesus. But since Matt Slick came on my forum, I'm kind of interested in Calvinism again. So Dave Hunt has done a great job of refuting Calvinism, and so a couple of the books that I've got by him is What Love Is This? I've talked a lot about that, and Debating Calvinism, where him and James White go back and forth on their different viewpoints. So it's kind of like a debate in a book. That's pretty awesome. And then I got, after UPS this year, one book I don't know if I've shown, but I got The Other Side of Calvinism by Lawrence Vance, which is one of the most highly regarded books, refuting Calvinism. And it's where Dave Hunt probably got a lot of his stuff, and he talks about it. And I think that Lawrence Vance is like a King James onlyist too. But I haven't read through this. I've read all the way through What Love Is This, and I've read through quite a bit of that. But I need to go through here, and I already looked at some things. And in the back it has like a verse index and everything, and that's awesome. But I don't know, I'm just sharing some books that I've got. So if you're interested in Calvinism, I'd suggest these a lot if you're interested in refuting it. Look for Dave Hunt and Lawrence Vance. And I go to the thrift stores a lot. Well, not a lot at least, but whenever I get the chance, I'll go to a thrift store and I'll pick up some books. There's my bookshelf. It's about full. But I found a few books at my last visit to the thrift store. I got like The Doctrine of the Holy Spirit, and I got Fox's Book of Martyrs. That's something I've always wanted. And, I probably would have paid at least maybe $5 online for this, but, this was probably like a quarter or something at the thrift store, so that's awesome. The Doctrine of the Holy Spirit, I already have one that talks about the Holy Spirit in the Old Testament, but this talks about the gifts and stuff a little bit, so I thought that would be a bonus. There was a couple others. I can't remember exactly what I got. I got like 5 of them. I got this, the Forgotten Book Bible, Forgotten Books of Eden, and the Lost Books of the Bible, I guess. And it had like the Secrets of Enoch. I need like the Books of Enoch and Jubilees and some other stuff that I'm missing. I guess I already had this, the Forgotten Books of the Bible, the Forgotten Books of Eden. This is basically the same thing, but this one does have some old church writings, like Clement and other stuff like that the other book that I had didn't have in it. So there was a little bit more in here, but there's still some lost books in the Bible that I want to acquire just to have all those. But anyways, and then I found this, and I was like, Jesus the Christ. I was like, whoa, this is like one big book all about the doctrine of Christ. This is exactly like what I need because I'm going over all this stuff, on the deity of Christ and everything. But it turns out, like, I bought this I looked through it a little bit, and I was like, yeah, this is really good. It talks about his pre-existence and stuff, and so I didn't look at it in a lot of detail. But after I got it, I started looking through it, and then I saw, let's see, it was talking about LDS, like Latter-day Saints and stuff. I was like, uh-oh, this is a Mormon book. It talks about Salt Lake City. So yeah, so now I've got a whole book on the doctrine of Jesus Christ according to what Mormons believe, which is good too, because, eventually I'll be going over Mormonism more. So it'll be a really good resource for that, but it was kind of a letdown because I was hoping it was actually, like sound doctrine, but no. So anyways, there's lots of other books that I've gotten on apologetics and different things that I'll share again in the future, but I'm just really thankful though for these donations, for these Bibles, for those tracts. Those are really awesome. And yeah, so thank you guys. God bless.